All right, Bismillah, let's get started. Mm, okay, so it did post it. All right, so let's get started. So we are working on Tiny-Online.Tools, and yesterday we saw, what did we do yesterday? Um, where's the history? Mm, anyway, I don't remember where's the conversation. Is it this one? Hmm. I think Claude Code updated and the interface is much different now. All right, so anyway, um, so let's continue from where we were. I really don't remember. So yeah, I remember these. Anyway, so let's create a new conversation. As I mentioned before, I asked it to create this. Well, I will tell the AI to. I will tell Claude Code to just read the instructions to recap what the whole project is all about. You can also look, read some files to get a better idea of the architecture. And yeah, I'm just gonna do plan mode. So while it's doing that, let's recap what we have done. I think the last modifications we made were that we basically modified the way the tools information are stored. So instead of storing them in the tools.js file, I asked it to store them in the tool.js, but I ended up changing that for info.js. So now every single tool has an info.js file which contains the basic information about that tool. And in the route.jsx, it's importing it as tool info, and it's feeding it into tool header. And tool header is basically this. So that's pretty much what we've done. I'm gonna replace the PNG image by the AVIF, which is much more optimized. I'm gonna start the dev server again, just to try things to make sure that everything is working. Mm, where is this file stored? Okay, it's in the plans. Okay. Okay. So let's refresh the page and let's see what these new changes have, if they impacted anything. All right, so this is a tool. Is this the AVIF image? Yup, so that's good. Um, random UIDs, password generator. Yeah, so I'm gonna make some changes later. I'm gonna give it some like a to-do list where I'm gonna criticize or suggest improvements for each and every tool. But for now, we're still good to go for this. And what we're gonna first start off with today, the plan for today is I'm gonna start by pushing this into the dev server. I already showed you like how I was doing it. I'm gonna access it remotely, but now instead of running like the server manually with npm, I'm just gonna use a pm2 script. So I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna also like push everything into the server. So refactored how tool information is stored. Now using info.js for each tool. Also implemented a tool header component. All right, so this is done. It's pushed here in the remote server. I'm gonna pull. Okay. I'm gonna npm install to ensure everything is installed. Npm run build. All right. Yeah, so here it's just gonna regenerate the images. For some reason it's stuck. Is there a reason? Okay, I don't know. We're gonna look at that later. But in the meantime, I'm gonna create a pm2 script. pm2 config example. So you can just write like a small JSON file like this. I usually call it, let's close the local version. We won't be working on it anymore. And I'm gonna go here and create a pm2.json. This is gonna be the configuration for keeping the server alive if we ever have any issues or anything else. I think we can just do Tiny-Online.Tools and maybe ask build server index. This should work. For some reason, like Sharp is so much slower on your remote VPS. Is it maybe because on my Mac it's using like the GPU or something to do the conversion from PNG to AVIF? I don't know. And the VPS doesn't have one, so maybe it's much slower. All right, so I'm gonna run this script or just start this server. I'm gonna do it in a different window here. So just wait a second. And now if we go here, it's not working. Oh yeah, I forgot to set the port. on the PM2 configuration file. Is there like just env? Yeah, we can just do env. And what was it? Port. And it was 62062, I believe, or 61 for the production server. All right. Yeah, so for the script, we're just going to use npm start. But for some reason, nothing happens. It's still building. Still generating like all the images one by one. So I've added, let me show you a little bit. I've added the port number here, and I've changed the script to npm start. And now I'm trying to start the PM2 package here. But I mean the npm2 file here, but let's wait for the build script to finish. Maybe that's what's blocking us right now. All right, in the meantime, I'm just gonna set up my walking pad. So give me a second. Yesterday I did 6 miles of walking. All right. All right, so let's go back here. Now it's generating the last avif file. So here, once it's built in, maybe that's gonna start properly this time. So let's wait for it to finish generating. It's crazy. Like one simple PNG conversion from PNG to avif is taking like a minute. This is crazy. Is there a bug about that? All right, so the build is done. Let's try again starting the server. All right, it looks like the server has now started, so let's try it, and we're good. So this is the build. So if we want to just see the live, this is really nice. AI is doing a really good job at generating these tools. Complementary color, okay. So is this an EVIF? You see here it's using a PNG, so this needs to be solved. So this is a tool card. So now we're running directly in the VPS. So I'm connected by SSH using the remote extension for the remote SSH extension of VS Code. And you can see that inside, like when you use some extensions need to be installed in the VPS. So for Claude Code, it's installed directly in the VPS, which is interesting because it runs in the VPS, not in your local VS Code instance. All right, so let's run dev. And now that is something great we can do with the remote extension, is that it creates a like a tunnel, a forwarded address. So now we can just open this address, and you're going to see that it's working. This was the previous one. This is actually the live version. So let's just keep the previous one. So this is the port for the dev server. Now we said that there's an issue here. It's using PNG. So let's correct that. So that's the, how is it called? Tool card. So tools here. Replace PNG by AVIF. Perfect. So now it's done. What do we need to do next? I'm gonna probably because this is it's gonna become problematic if converting images takes so long. So I'm gonna replace the script a little bit. Here, this file has changed as well, like its location. So I'm gonna update that too. So let's figure out where it is. So that's one. No, this is our current folder. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5. And then it's in conf. So normally it's right here. Let me just check this off screen. Yeah, so this should be good. What else? So we updated this, and I said that actually it's not the icon generator, it's the resizer script that I think is effort. Maybe we can put something like 7. So next thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna work on the banner and maybe just figure out some some few corrections for the SEO. All right, so it's using CPU. Very interesting. So it's probably just that like a Mac is like the M1 chip is just super fast at doing this thing. Yeah, so it's the per core performance. All right. So what was I saying? So we're gonna work on the banner. Then here we have like the homepage. Let's analyze the title, pre-browser-based utilities. But still it's missing meta tags. So let's make that. Let's commit this first. Need pm2 config for prod server. Use avif instead of png. Avif conversion is way too slow on VPS, so reducing effort. Okay. Outdated and file path for prod server. Okay, let's commit the rest. Converted files. Okay. Next, we said that we're going to work on the homepage. Does the category page have some meta tags? Yeah. But this is the handle. And what is it using the handle for? All right, so I'm going to ask it to make some changes. I see. Sometimes there's like issues with these extensions. Is it working? Okay, let's Let's quit VS Code. And let's reopen it and see if that solves the problem. Still the same problem. Hmm. I do have Claude Code installed in the terminal now. Okay. Yeah, there's some problem with my Claude when it's running remotely. All right, this is annoying. Don't want to waste time with this. Should we just go back to running it locally? Same problem. Let's try to figure it out. Okay. All right. Mm. Okay. So let's I don't want to waste time reconfiguring the way I connect to the VPS, because right now I connect directly in root. So instead, let's just change Claude's config. And let's disable this. They should put like a clear error because that's not nice. And now it should work. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's get back to this. So what was I saying? The category, so the meta tags. So I want to improve this meta tag. So the meta tags, I mean, the handle is not necessary, to be honest. It's just not necessary. Let's just keep it, but we're not going to use it, okay? Instead, I'm going to ask it to add the meta tags to the home route. Write thoughtful values and optimize for SEO. Okay. Then I'm gonna ask it to let's just do this manual. We don't need so let's do banner. And banner is gonna be, yeah, we need to use an absolute link for these for the banner for SEO. And here, should we do it dynamically? You know what? I'm gonna generate the banner before adding it to the meta tags. So let me first explain what I'm doing right now. So what I wanted to do is that for each page, if it's a banner, if it's a tool, I mean, if it's a category or if it's a tool, I want to generate a banner image that will be put in the meta tags so that whenever someone shares that tool on X or any social media, it's going to show up in that little card that the social media platforms usually show when you share a link. So now I'm just going to figure out how I can do that. All right, so I'm going to ask it how to generate images programmatically in Node.js. I want basic stuff like I'm already having like an idea that would make this easy, would be to like try to make some SVG to PNG converter, and the SVG itself could use some HTML embedded in it, like a foreign object, like text with custom font, like a text, custom font, and a few images with the transforms. All right, so let's ask this. This doesn't look bad, to be honest. Like, I could probably just do this. And you know what? I'm just gonna put the banner. I'm gonna put the banner something probably like in the public directory too. So images. Maybe I'm gonna put like tool banners or something like this. So, but yeah, this seems like a good option. Just use Canvas, Canvas, npm. Let's just make sure that there's no built-in Canvas. Is there, or let's continue in that conversation. Is there a built-in native Canvas API implementation in Node.js? No. Okay. So let's do this. I thought it was like 629. So here some people say 628. Here's 32. So let's just go with 30 and that's it. So I think we already have that code. Yeah. So let's make it maybe in Photopea, and then we can try to convert that into a what can I say? And then convert that into actual code. So 100, 1200 and 730. Is that it? $630. Okay. And let's pick an example here. So for example, we can take merge PDF. We copy this image, paste it here. All right. The font is, what's the font? It's not Inter. Font heading, it's Jersey 10. Whoops. So Jersey 10. Let's make it larger. And let's use this background color. Background color. This is for root. It's this one. right? This should be white. Merge PDF. Then we have this. Okay. Something like this. Yeah. Right. Should you just keep it like this, like extremely simple? Maybe add a stroke here. I don't think there's a way to make it square, so let's do it inter. We're gonna try to do it actually like square. But yeah, I think this does make sense. The only issue that I see is that, let's say, it's going to be difficult, for example, to align things if they have like a different number of lines. So yeah, we can keep it like this. Yeah, let's just keep it like this. This looks good. This looks neat. All right, so let's do this. So I'm gonna add it here. Banner creator, or yeah, creator.js. Let's call it generator for consistency, even though it's a specific script. So banner generator script, you have to generate, you have to use the Canva, is it Canva or Canvas? Canvas. The Canvas npm package to generate an image, such as an image, and then it's 120 by 630. Background color is this. Take the tools icon image and place it specifically at, and then maybe I can get the size. So it does have so 256 pixels, sized at, and we want it to be so 76 and 182. So 83, 76 pixels, and y value is 127. 83. Okay, let's just double check the math. So for the y value specifically, 183 times 2 plus 256. Yeah, something doesn't add up. Yeah, it was not centered to begin with. So let's do the math instead. So our image is 630. We remove the size of the icon and we divide by 2, so 187. Okay. Jersey 10 TTF font available at, let's put it, let's download it. Let's download it and put it in our folder. And let's just put it here or here maybe. Use the Jersey 10.ttf font, same directory. Write it at, now I don't know exactly how the pixel value compares from Photo-P to using like the canvas library, but let's assume it's the same. So let's take 170 pixels. And let's put it at x 400 pixels. Take the, yeah, I don't think you can, how is that called? How is that called? Like the line returns automatic. Is it possible to write text using the Canvas API that spreads automatically over multiple lines? Yeah, text wrapping. Okay, so let's ask it to do it for us. It could use these libraries. Do they have like examples? You should add examples. All right, let's just go back here. Take the tools description and write it under the tool name, spaced by, let's say, 50 pixels gap, sized at 50 pixels, font size Wait. Haven't finished. Font size, X, 400 pixels. The tool description must automatically wrap. Let's do something like 730 pixels. And let's do the tool name and description must automatically wrap max width of 730 pixels. Line height of 1. Center them vertically on the image. In the image, while X equals 400. Take into consideration the gap and everything I mentioned. The script should take 2 CLI arguments or 1 CLI argument. Handle. It should it should find the appropriate tool from the tools.js file and use that information to generate the image. Save the image under public images, tool banners. Category handle.png. Okay. What else? The tools icon is available under tools, just like this. All right, so this is going to generate this script that we're going to be using to then generate our banners. You see, now we cannot just do auto approve, unfortunately, so I have to look into that later. All right, so this is going to generate our banner, and then what should we do? Right, looks like it's trying to figure out how the canvas library works, but okay. Now let's also start doing the same for the category pages. I think we can just replicate like this. Something like this would look good. There's one thing that should be taken into consideration, which is that most social websites, well, X at least, it shows like a the URL or like something here, like a caption. So we cannot just put this text here at the bottom. All right. Should we try this? So it's gonna try to generate an image. Let's see it in action. Yeah, here it's detecting some errors. Yeah, I didn't mention the font color, and I didn't mention the here the little border. What is root? Okay, so I'm gonna start writing the next phase. For the tool icon, it should have a white border. So this is the, let's just keep them both at white. Should have a white border. Eight pixels thick. Use a square. Draw a square under the image for this purpose. Okay, and I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm gonna like make one script that can generate both the tool and category image. This is beautiful. It's exactly what we asked it to do. Okay. I would reduce here the line height. Reduce the line height to 0.9. Yeah, could have done it manually. Yeah, this is annoying. Just do it. And I'm gonna probably reduce this. Yeah, you see it's not centered vertically. Like, yeah, it's not really centered vertically. Okay, line height is adjusted. Let's copy it and see if it's just me or what. This is 100 and yeah. Did it take into account the 50 pixels that I mentioned? Description font size, gap. So this is total height and vertical centering. Font size, line height, number of lines, maximum width. Name block height. I think when measuring, um, Hmm. Feels like there's like two different values like for the line height. So here we have the name lines. Yeah, because there could be many names. So one. Okay. I feel like there's like the issue is that there's like two kind of line heights. Like you see when you select it, it looks like this. This is like an inner line height. Add two parameters for line height. An inner one and an outer one. The inner one should be used for determining the actual height of the font. Huh. You see here it's using space. No, it's not using space. So one should be like the height of the actual pixels, if I can say that. And then is another one is like the height that the font gives to the letters. Like it includes this space in here. And one should be used for separating the texts. One should be used for the actual height of the font, and the outer should be used for spacing out the lines. Does this make sense? Or maybe is the problem that you see here we said that we wanted it to be at, here it's at 192, and no, that is what it's trying to calculate automatically. So this is at 192. Because I feel like the issue that I'm trying to figure out is that I think the font, like when it's calculating the height, it's doing something like this. And this is properly centered. All right. But visually it's not, because there's too much space here. So my point is that the inner line height should multiply the outer one to get a bounding box that is smaller, something like this, or maybe something like this. Um, we're spacing out the lines, but which one should it use and where? So we have like name block height. This should be the inner one, and this one should be the actual um, hmm. Am I complicating things for no reason? Should I maybe just like subtract like an X value and that's it? Yeah, maybe I should just do that and call it a day. So, um, yeah, let's just do that. Text delta y and call it minus 40. And we're going to use that. Where is it? Start y minus this. Okay, and let's run it again. So Claude skills to creator script node banner and merge PDF. And let's look at the new result. It's doing the opposite. Am I subtracting? Yeah. Let's add it instead. All right. I've put it too much. Let's do 25. And now it looks pretty neat. Now I'm going to ask it to change the script because I want it to handle both the tools and the categories. Now it's just doing tools. So for categories, we said that we want to replicate something like this. So we take the big category banner and we overlay this on top of it. Should we center it? Should we put it at this? I don't know. Why is it so slow? Yeah, because I haven't rebuilt it yet. So should we center this in the image? Let's go on X and see like someone sharing a link and how it does. Nobody's sharing links. Nope. Well, I do share links, so yeah, but I put images. All right, here's the link. So we're gonna take this and use this to determine like where exactly we should be putting our image, like the text. All right, it's very approximate. But for this was okay. Okay, so let's put like some like this is the zone that is okay to fill. Let's invert and let's put it in red. All right. So for our image so far, looks like this, which is good, which is perfect. Yeah, it wasn't centered. Hmm. Let's find the center. All right. Okay. So this is good. Now let's do the same with this. So let's take, for example, the background image here. Open a new tab, copy it. Let's paste it here. And there isn't sufficient space. Okay, so my recording has stopped because I was recording the stream, but does it still stream at least?
Let's see, can I do it?
Yeah, at least the stream is still going on. I should probably check this. It was recording on an external drive. It's fine. Let's just keep on working on this. So I'm going to resize the image. It's going to look something like this. So we're going to ask it to do like some kind of contain or cover, I mean, object fit on this image. Maybe contain and ask it to put it like down a little bit, because that's what I was doing like here. I was moving it like 5% down, 10% down. And then the point was that we wanted to do something like this. All right, something like this. Of course, for this one, we will have to add more shadow. So let's add a drop shadow, 0 distance, and increase it like this. And maybe also add like a harsher one. So a distance of something like this. Let's disable the other one. Reduce the size, reduce opacity, something like this. And combined, it looks like this. Yeah, 130. Okay, something like this. And that way, the image is going to look like this. I feel like it's way too close to the border, so let's adjust that. Yeah, so like this, it looks perfect. So I'm going to describe this image, or how to generate this image, and then we're going to see how it updates the script. I'll update the script. Instead, should I start using voice to write the prompt? That might save us some time. It should now support both generating tool banners, but also category banners. It should take 2 args, category handle, tool handle. When tool handle is not provided, assume category only. Assume it means we want to generate a category banner. Okay. Keep the same logic for generating the tool banner. Add this logic for generating the category banner. Okay. Take the category banner, the category image that is under images, tools, category.png. Place it on the canvas. Fit cover. Position in center. 10%. Let's do top minus 5%. Okay. Take the category the category info is available in the tools.js file. Take the category name and write it at 80 pixels. Font size is 115. Okay. Take the category description and write it. Font size is 50 pixels. Same X. Enable wrapping, just like the tool banner. Max width is something like, let's do something like this. 1,300 pixels. Okay, now let's add the shadows. Both the title and description should have shadows. One hard shadow, 0 pixel blur, black at distance, at position, 2 pixels, and Y is 2 pixels. One soft shadow. Let's do 15 pixels blur, black, at position, 0 pixels by 0 pixels. Black, 70% opacity. And I think we're good to, yeah, we just need to center gap between name and description. None. 0 pixels. And center them vertically. All right. Now let's update here the banner. So it was in tools or tool banners, and then we have category handle.png. We're just going to use .png because anyway, the social network and the social platforms, they don't hot link the image directly. They take the image and they compress it, download it, and everything. So they're going to take care of that for us. So this is done for the banner. We should now do it for the tool header. Actually, I think I'm gonna move the meta tags directly in the tool header. Should we do the meta tags and the breadcrumb? I think so, because it's just gonna make it easier for the for us. So let's do something like this. But okay, so I'm not gonna do that because the thing is that the meta tags values are not the same values as the tool information. So it's not the same name because I asked it to optimize these for SEO. So these are different. So instead, what we can do, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do it the way I said initially, but we don't even have the handle. So I'm going to ask you to add the handle here. And for category, we don't need the handle. We're just going to provide the banner directly. And what's happening here? Okay. Let's look at the result here. Is it good? No. Here the size is way too large. This is banner generator. Is tool, is banner. Where's the width? Why did I say 1,300? It was 1,030. Okay, so let's run it again. And let's call it PDF tools. Okay. And now it's perfect. I would have liked maybe a smaller line height. Let's take this and let's make it different for each. And let's run it again. Okay, not bad. All right, so now we have generated these banners. We're going to ask it to generate them all. Okay, And while it's doing that, I was saying that we're going to update this, detect the handle. I'm going to remove the, let's call it the tool handle instead. And I'm going to ask it later to update all the routes for the tools to add this tool handle. All right, so where is it? I'm going to go to the skill. I'm going to update it here. Merge PDF. Okay. Here it's generating all these images for us. Ah, this is ugly. Yeah, it's actually ugly. Like the spacing is way too big. The categories are good, but the tools need some work. So use a line height of 0.5. And this will probably remove the need for that delta X I mentioned. Okay. Then I'm going to ask it to regenerate the images for all tools and categories. Okay. I'm going to delete these files. We don't need them. We don't need a lot of effort here. Okay, it's regenerating them. Well, it's generating them, but okay. Okay, so I was saying that here I've updated this. So for all two routes, update them, update the meta tags meta tags component and provide it with the tool handle property. Okay. So this will take care of that and update the meta tags component so that when a tool handle is provided, find the tools information, find the tools category, from the tools.js file, and set the banner to images Tiny-Online.Tools images tool banners category tool.png. Before we run that, let's look at that. Okay, so this is much better. So we just need to increase. Let's do it manually. Let's remove all of these. And we're going to try with a value of line height of 0.65. Should have looked at it a little bit more before. It's fine. So rate. Let's maybe do a tiny test here. Merge PDF. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah. So regenerate all banners again. And then I'm gonna queue this for all tool routes, update meta tags, and provided update the meta tags when the tool is provided, find the tools category, and set the banner to this. Perfect. Let's go to the home page and let's remove this. It's not needed anymore. Okay, 4 miles already. And I'm here. Okay, so normally here, yeah, this looks great. Word counter, yeah, probably should reduce the size of this because this is too much. But let's do that maybe in the future. Maybe we can do something like depending on the size or the length of the tool name, we can reduce the size so we don't end up with like something like this. Okay. And now it has updated the meta tags. Let's double check that. And where is it? It has added the tool handle. And now let's test this in the dev server. Is it still running? Maybe not. All right, npm run dev. And let's refresh again. Okay. Let's open this. Let's go take a look at the meta tags. All right, where is it? No, so here it didn't work. No, we're at the home page. Okay, let's switch pages. And yeah, it's using the right one. Okay, So we have, today we worked on this thing where we generate the banners for the tools, for the categories. It's working. Okay, so we're gonna increase the gap to 20 pixels. Okay. Regenerate only the category banners. Okay, and let's start to commit this. Meta tags, category, and here we can say updated URLs for route banners, for tool banners, category banners. Here for the skill, we should add, so we've updated this, and how to create a new tool. Okay. Once the icon is generated, run the banner generator script to create a banner for the tool. It depends. It depends on the icon. Call it like this. No prompt, just banner generator. Okay. Added banner generation capability. Okay. Let me think. This is probably cached. That's why it's not working. So let's do. Okay, this is much better. All right. So we're gonna have to clear the cache at some point. That's not like crucial right now. So generated banners for all tools and categories. I should also maybe mention it for the categories too. Once the banner is generated, you need to generate the categories social banner by calling and only the category. Okay. Corrections to tool creator skill. All right. So, I mean, the project is pretty much ready. I'm gonna probably add, yeah, I mentioned earlier that we wanted to make a blog, and we also need to generate extra tools so that we have like a massive library of tools. Everything you might need should be available here. Base 64. These are the competitors. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. So, I think we're ready for the next step, which is we should probably start creating a few more tools, and I should also review them and improve them. But yeah, the project is pretty much done. We should probably work on the SEO as well, sitemap.xml. So maybe I can show you that right away. But first, let's commit what we have done, or let's rebuild the project. npm run build. So before building, it generates the tool images just in case. Should we add no, it's not, it doesn't generate the tool images. It converts them to AVIF. For now I'm gonna do pm2 restart. I think it was 36. It's 37. Yeah. So let's refresh this, and here you can probably, we will see that the banner is gonna update here. Yep. Perfect. All right. So we have pushed this new build. We should add a fav icon. So yeah, we can just use the logo here. Meta tag. Let's add it to the meta tags. Logo.png. Okay. Yeah, it has updated. Should update soon. Yeah. So this is good. I'm gonna, in the nginx config, I also automatically redirect the fav icon.ico to this URL. So that's going to be taken care of. What next? Okay, so let's add new tools. And apart from that, maybe it's going to be enough for today. We're hitting 2 hours very soon. But yeah, I'm going to probably like add new tools, so generate, like run a render, a Claude Code to start generating like a bunch of new tools. And in the meantime, like next time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a blog, an automated blog, and for that we're gonna use OpenMolt, which is the project I talked to you about. It's an open source, we can call it OpenClaw, but for code. So we can run agents from within your code. So for example, in our case, we're going to use it to generate blog posts. So yeah, we're going to add like some capabilities. We're going to provide it with an LLM to generate the text for the blog post. We're going to give it the either fall.ai or one of the two here, either Gemini or OpenAI media models, to generate images that can be used inside of the blog post. And we're gonna make that automatic. So the agent is gonna run on a schedule, and it's gonna generate things. I'm also gonna ask it to put links between the blog posts, but also links from the blog posts to the tools. So yeah, so that's gonna be for next stream. But now today, I'm just gonna end this by running a new batch of tool creations. So for that, I wanted to probably provide the list. We used to have access to it in the tools.js, but now I'm gonna copy this. Well, I could do maybe just this. Or this. Clear this. Save this. And just copy this. Okay. And now we go to ChatGPT. Tool ideas, okay? And we're gonna ask it to generate a new list of tools. Yeah, that's exactly what the goal was. Create a lot of micro tools to dominate in the long tail. So long tail basically is the concept of, you see, for example, some people will focus on items that are very popular. So for example, the iPhone, there's like one or two versions or three versions now. So the Air, the regular, and the Pro. So very few items, but each one of them sells millions. Long tail is the opposite. You have a lot of items, but each one of them is not as popular. But the thing is that the idea is that if you calculate, for example, the area under the curve, which is the number of items times how much of them you sell. So for example, the iPhone is going to be like 3 items, so the regular, Pro, and the Air, and you multiply them by, so 3 times, let's say 10 million. So that's going to be like 30 million. But on the long tail, you can have 500 products, and each one of them sells 100,000. So at the end, it's a good strategy if you do not have the popularity or the distribution that the head tail products have. So yeah. So this is the whole idea behind this product. It's to leverage this and leverage especially AI, because now we can generate, once again, hundreds of tools, thousands of tools, just like this. So so let's ask it now to provide us with a new list. You now need to generate a new list of new tools of 200 new tools. The tools should be diverse from video conversion, image conversion, maybe a hex file viewer, SVG to CSS, background image, anything you can think of. For reference, this is the current list of categories and tools. Don't redo tools we already have. Output a new list of new tools. You can add categories if necessary. So I copied this. I'm gonna maybe remove the keywords because it just keywords and icon. I'm just gonna remove them and the handle. Yeah, maybe the categories too. So yeah, let's do something. I'm gonna take this console log JSON stringify and then null2, and I'm gonna filter this dot map category dot tools. That's how it's called, category dot tools, and warm up t name t dot name and description, and that's it. And we're gonna run it. Run code, and I need to put JavaScript. Run code. Error. I need to save it. I do JS. Okay. I remember this needed some configuration, but probably doesn't have the same. Yeah. Maybe this will solve the problem. Unknown file extension. Let's try again. Settings. JavaScript. Maybe that's the issue. Let's keep it. Yeah, it solves now. So let's clear this and let's run it again. And here we have we should flatten it. Dot flat. And we now have a much neater list. Of tools that are already implemented. A new list of new tools. to implement. Make them diverse and useful. All right. SVG. Oh, this is good actually. SVG to JSX. SVG optimizer. Give to MP4. Trim video. Video compressor. Extract audio. Yeah, we already have like a color conversion tool, but it's fine. We're just gonna have like more specific tools that are gonna probably rank more specifically for these keywords. So it's nice. This tool, like we already have text casing that can do slug generation. We already have a text generator. Text to emoji, emoji text, remove extra spaces. We already have this. Um, I'm just gonna ask it to not redo the same tools multiple times. What is this? What does this even do? Letter spacing? These are good. Yeah, I don't even know some of these. We already have this. This is good. Shorten UID strings. Okay, let's copy this. Let's first check how many of them. So it's only generated 130. More tools, or let's ask 200 more tools, please. Yeah, there's a lot of these tools that we already have. So um, I'm gonna ask it specifically to not redo the same tools again. XML we already have some of these. This is good. This is really good. This is very good too. Oh, this is nice. There's really a lot of great ideas in here. Let's add this to this. So let's add them both. So we're not really at 200, 400. We're only at 260. Generate 200 more. Let's do think. Why isn't there auto anymore? Hmm. Yeah, these are good. Yeah, metadata is a good thing. I wanted it like an EXIF extractor for images. That would be good. Um, I'm wondering if I should ask it to combine some tools instead of generating different tools for different purposes. Like instead of hex to decimal, decimal to hex, should we maybe just make a base converter so it supports hex, octal, decimal, or any other base directly? But I guess this is the whole purpose of this project, is to have a lot of tools. Um, this is good. CSS unminifier, unminifier. Okay, let's add this to our list. Okay, so this is good. This is a lot of tools, and this is going to be really great. Yeah, EXIF metadata is already there. Remove image metadata. Okay, so I'm afraid to run this all at once. I feel like it's gonna break something. So maybe we can start with the first 100. And so I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna ask Claude Code to generate these tools. I'm going to create a new conversation, and the effort should be medium. And yeah, so I'm going to ask it, generate the next 100 tools. Ensure that there are no duplicate tools. Make the tools thoughtfully by making them as useful, accessible as possible. Accessible is probably not the right word. By making them as useful and friendly to use as possible. Carefully follow the tool creator skill instructions when generating the tools. Okay, I think this is good. But if I run it here, it's gonna keep asking me that annoying message where you have to approve all the you have to keep approving the modifications. So you know what? I'm just gonna push this. This is already pushed. I'm gonna reopen we should save this somewhere. I don't wanna lose it, but so I'm gonna create a new window. I'm gonna open Tiny-Online.Tools here. And I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna run it here directly. That way, we won't have that issue of permissions. All right. This is not what I wanted to copy. All right, let's start this. Put a lot of care in making the code honestly, this is just useless. So yeah, let's it feels stressful to launch like 100 new tools again. So yeah, let's start it. All right, so this is gonna work in the background. I wanted to maybe, you know, I'm gonna just take this and tool ideas that, let's call it MD or just txt. All right. And now we have done this 100 new tools. And yeah. All right. So let's hopefully let's not break the Claude API, and let's see what's gonna happen next. So yeah, that's it for today. I think we did a good job at improving the site. We're launching it. Like we've put a lot of care in making the SEO stuff. Just gonna rebuild it. Let's close the dev mode. Run build. And then I'm gonna restart it. So this was a great stream. I think we were able to do a lot. We generated the banners for the tools. What is going on? Ah, yeah, it's broken. I need to restart it. Okay. Yeah. So we've put a lot of care in building these tools, the banners. So we really need to focus on SEO. Yeah, so we built the banner, we improved SEO, we started a new batch of tool creation. Next time, we're gonna probably we're gonna check the tools it has created, maybe start another batch, and we're gonna probably work on SEO. So I'm gonna probably work on that blog, automated blog, and see how we can automate the blog creation. And apart from that, we're gonna publish it on the Google Search Console so that it can start indexing the pages and everything. And yeah, I think we're pretty much done. I mean, we're probably gonna do one last stream about this project and then launch it. And let's see how this goes. So thank you for being here. You can follow me on X. You can follow me on Twitch. Even on YouTube if you want. And yeah, so I'm gonna make more streams. I have many new ideas for new projects. This one was a very good start. I think I was able to showcase how to leverage Claude Code to generate sites very easily and very fast. I mean, the project is already like ready for launch, and we have done it in total, all the streams, we have done it in 12 hours. And everything was on camera, so I had to talk. I spent time finding the domain name. I spent time making the logo and the random stuff like that. So, so this is really crazy. Like AI can be used to, when you leverage AI properly, like you can make so much. And I think we are at a time where we have a lot of opportunities with this, and I think we can leverage these tools and make use of the first movers advantage. So now is the time to build. So I hope you enjoyed this stream. Don't forget to follow me on X and on Twitch to follow my build in public journey. Thank you for watching.